Hello and welcome back to the Who's Judging podcast. I'm Danny.
And I'm Connor. And today here we have Rahul.
We're going to be talking about Indian cuisine, cooking videos, and lots of fun stuff.
Hi guys, thanks for having me.
Well, cool. So hey, how long have you been vegan?
So I went vegan in 2017.
Okay.
I guess it's 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nice. So how'd you get started with that?
No, it was just a normal day. I was just scrolling on YouTube. I stumbled upon this video from what's her name? I think her name is Rose. She has this page, YouTube channel called Cheap Lazy Vegan.
Okay.
Yes, I'm familiar with it.
Yeah. She was replying to someone. It's like a debate kind of a video. She was talking to the camera about something. That's where I came to know about what veganism actually is. I didn't know what was it before. I went on to research about it more, and I was like, okay, that's like fair argument. Why not try it? I challenged myself to, give it a try, and it worked out well. I was possible to pull it off. So why not keep it up?
Yeah, for sure.
That's the starting. Yeah.
So that's like the very first time you ever heard of it. Like just this video came up and it caught your attention.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So you remember what the title was? Like that it made you click, like that grabbed your attention, something about it?
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I was it was a normal day. I was just on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay.
Like we usually do. Yeah.
So how long did it take you after seeing the video to go vegan?
Yeah, I went vegetarian first.
Okay.
I'm a non-vegetarian before that. All my family is non-vegetarian. Mm-hmm. So I went vegetarian first. I was like, let's take it slow. Just don't want to, go all deep first, and then it's hard. It's too much for me on all that stuff. So I went vegetarian first, and then I slowly cut down on dairy and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's very similar to how I did it as well.
Yeah.
How to do
I think it's
first.
easy. Yeah, it's easy to do that first.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
So what got you into making your social media page, cooking the food?
Yeah, thanks to COVID, when all of us had a shift in the mindset after COVID, right?
Right.
We were all stuck inside a four wall. We don't know what to do. So all the people seeked for something. Someone went into spiritual path, and some went into changing their food habits. I was already having my own food habit. I was just trying to why not post stuff? Why not just be an activism of sort? Why not put food, let them cook it?
Yeah.
Why not just be an activism?
Yeah, I agree with you. That's like a huge way to,
it's positive.
Get the word. Yeah, it's a positive way to. Yeah. I think that's how I get people in my life to, try vegan food when they wouldn't otherwise do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Surprise them with vegan food. Bring them cookies.
Did you cook before that? Did you like cooking before that or? Okay.
Yeah. My dad is a homemaker. He left his job to take care of me and the family. My mom is the one working. So yeah, dad used to cook for us. He does the lunch and dinner for us. Mm-hmm. Mom is the one usually who does the breakfast for us. So yeah, I used to help my dad in the evenings post school. It's easy, it's natural for me to cook.
Yeah.
So it's not a chore for me. It's a everyday thing.
Was it difficult to recreate dishes? Well, first of all, let me ask you, do you like to recreate dishes that you grew up with, or are you focused on creating new dishes?
Yeah, I love the food that I grew up eating as a child. I'm not gonna lie, it was hard, getting food as a child, but we pulled it off somehow. Basically, we all know that, I'm pretty sure that curry is something that can last longer. So sometimes food were made in bulk for 2 days or 3 days in advance, because curry can handle it. Tamarind, I think you all know tamarind, which is something that's used in making curries. So tamarind is is a ingredient that has this property to preserve food, so it won't get spoiled for at least 3 days. So that's how I grew up. They make curries for on Mondays, and we'll have food for up till Wednesday.
Yeah.
So meat was something that was in the curry. So
Mhm.
Right.
with time, we had money. We grew up. We stepped up that ladder. We have money now, so we can afford vegetables and cook fresh food every day.
Makes sense.
So yeah, so I can make curry, basically like how I used to eat in my childhood, but I'll just replace it with vegetables in place of
Mhm.
meat. It's
Right.
easy. Uh, there is this thing like meat has this fat, which makes it a bit more delicious than the vegetables. But cooking vegetables right can feel similar to what I used to eat in my childhood.
Right.
Yeah.
So what are some of your favorite meals to make and show everyone?
Yeah, exactly, curries and rice.
Okay.
Mm.
The part of India that I'm coming from is very rice oriented. We steam rice, we make batter and crepe out of rice.
Mhm.
We eat rice. We do everything with rice.
With everything. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What is your favorite like protein substitute? Do you focus more on veggies or do you like using mock meats?
Lentils. Mock meat is not a big thing here.
Mm.
We eat lentils. It's like stew. Curries, even curries have lentils in it. We steam lentils. So multiple different. We use lentils in multiple different ways. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to learn how to cook with lentils because they're so healthy and
Yeah.
yeah. Is everything that you make with lentils typically like a stew or do you do different things with it?
I think like imagine 50% of food we eat with lentils is curries, and the other 50% is basically you steam it, you mix it with the batter like dough. Imagine all-purpose flour, and you mix lentils with it.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. You beat it. You make a flour with lentils, and you mix it with all-purpose flour and make a dough, like rotis, quesadillas, like what's that called? Nachos.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Like
make
tortilla.
nachos.
Yeah.
Yeah, tortillas. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Okay. So you make some sort of dough with it and then you could make like tortillas and stuff. And at this point it has a lot of protein because you
Exactly.
mix the lentils in there.
Yeah, you don't have to add any oil. You just
Mhm.
steam it on top of cast iron and just eat it with curry.
Wow.
I'm talking more about curries here.
It's the curry man.
Yeah.
Yes, I have to try the making tortillas with it because I haven't done that.
There you go.
Yeah, it's delicious.
So are there certain videos you make that get more plays than the other ones? Like maybe your vegan in India series?
Yeah, it's a new one. I've posted only 2 recipes in the Vegan in India series. I've written few recipes. I had exams in between, so I had to
Right.
like take a break from all this. We take education serious here, so I can't
Yeah.
convince my parents otherwise.
Right.
So yeah, I had to take a little break, and I'll be back this week. So yeah, more videos on vegan in India is coming soon. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Do you do all the recordings on your own? Do you get help?
Yeah, I do it all alone. I have a tripod here. I just do it all alone. Yeah,
And
it'd be
how
helpful if I had help. Yeah,
what's
it's
the
hard.
creative process like for you? Do you sit down, make a recipe first, and then record, or do you just kind of go with the flow and see what happens?
So Indian food is easy for me. I know how to balance spices. Spice comes easy for me, so it's easy to make. Like rotis, it's hard because I'm South Indian. People in North usually have rotis and different the famous curries that you all know, like
Mhm.
tandoori and all that stuff.
Mhm.
It's
Right.
from the north of India. I'm from south of India.
Oh, mhm.
Yeah, I don't know if there is any famous South Indian food that you all know.
Yeah, I'm not very
Uh,
familiar.
yeah, have you all heard about dosa?
I think so,
It's like
yes.
it's like a rice crepe which is
Yes.
brown in color. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the only famous thing that I'm pretty sure y'all know, because North Indian food is very famous.
So
It has lots of
it's like
butter.
really big, right? Like it's like a big, almost like a crepe, and then it
Yeah,
has a
that's
filling.
yeah.
Does it have a filling?
It has
Yeah.
a mashed potato in it. in it. Yeah.
Yes, I tried that. Yes, it was very
Yeah, it's called
delicious.
It's called masala dosa.
Yeah, and it was so
That's
spicy.
yeah. It's not dosa.
Yeah.
It's like least spicy food out
Oh, really?
here.
I think I may have asked for something that was the least spicy and got that, and that was still
Yeah.
spicy. And I like
It has
spicy,
green
but it's
chilies.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
It has
something
green
else.
chilies in it.
Oh,
It has
okay.
green chilies in it. Yeah, that's what makes it spicy. Maybe you
Mhm.
would have like chewed on a green chili. That's why it got
Yeah.
spicy.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was interesting because it was like very big, but the filling was a
yeah,
very small part of it.
yeah.
It was
It's made with lentils and rice. Actually,
okay.
it's a
There's your
fermented
lentil
lentil
dish.
and rice. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that was very good.
delicious.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it's easy for me to cook Indian because I know the spices. To cook pasta and all that stuff, it's hard for me because I'm
Right.
not
It's
familiar with that. Yeah,
yeah, no, I can
completely.
relate with that too. I can easily make any Mexican dish, but when
Yeah,
it's not Mexican, I have to look it up and because there's
yeah,
stuff that I'm not familiar with, their taste
yeah.
and all that. Hmm.
I
Have
also
you
talk
made
about the food.
yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. I also talk about the food, like where it's coming from in
Mm,
my videos.
hmm.
So I'll have to be politically correct, or some people will just
Right. So you have
storm
to
in my DMs. And
research. Yes.
yeah, it takes time, and I have to like do a recipe test first, and then I have to cook
Okay.
Okay.
for food outside my comfort zone. My cuisine
Yeah.
it's different from the north of India, so there is possibility to like get it wrong and get bashed on the internet. So I just take my time to educate myself first and then cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. There's like this yogurt drink. What's it called?
Hmm.
Do you know what I'm talking
Lassi.
about?
Yeah.
Lassi?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's obviously dairy. Have you made a vegan one?
No, I haven't tried it. I've I've had it.
You've had it,
Not.
yeah.
Yeah, I've made it at home. I've drink it, but I didn't actually shoot a video of it.
He doesn't
Mm.
want to
Uh,
share the wealth. He wants it all to
yeah.
himself.
Yes, you need to make
Yeah.
one and then share it with me because I want to
Yeah.
make it. So I went to this vegan no, it wasn't vegan actually. It was an Indian
All right.
restaurant
Yeah.
and that's where I
Hmm.
tried the can you remind me the name?
Lassi.
La
Yeah.
the
Lassi.
lassi.
Yeah.
It was mango lassi, but it wasn't vegan, but then they said that they could make a vegan one.
Okay.
So they made a vegan one, but it took a super long time. Like
Okay.
we had our food and everything and it came like 30, 40 minutes later.
No, that's too
And
long.
then
Yeah.
I was wondering because she said I'm making it fresh, but I was wondering like, did they really have vegan yogurt on hand? I was gonna ask you like, do you know how it's made vegan? Because it tasted like yogurt. It tasted like yogurt. I was concerned. I was like, did she lie to me because this tastes like milk to me? But she said no. I asked her again and she's like, no, it's vegan and I made it right now from scratch. So I don't know how to make that, but it was delicious.
So lassi is made with curd. Basically, it's like yogurt without
Yeah.
no added sweets or any syrup or something like that. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure yogurt is made with sugar. I'm not so familiar with it. So
Yeah.
curd is basically you boil some milk, let it sit there, and add a curd starter. Uh,
Oh,
yeah, you add a curd starter, but you'll have to wait for at least 8 hours to let it set.
that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Like you
Yeah,
needed to let it to, yeah.
yeah. I think
Uh,
she ran to a grocery store and got
and
a
made
yogurt
it.
for you, and then just mix it.
Probably.
Yeah, I
It was
think that's
great.
what happened. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It's
delicious.
almost like a yogurt smoothie.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Like a mango.
that thing is not familiar for us too. It's foreign for us too.
Oh.
Yeah, lassi is foreign for us. My dad is very like passionate about drinking lassi whenever we
Yeah.
go to yeah whenever we go to city center. So yeah, it's not uh, in our cuisine, but it's famous in Punjabi food. I'm pretty sure they are the one
Oh.
that they are the one everywhere. They'll just make their food very famous.
Yeah,
Very
they're the ones
passionate
that
people.
made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very passionate food people they are.
Yeah, for sure.
So on your videos so far, have you gotten a majority like positive feedback from people, or are there still a lot
Yeah,
of
I
people
have.
bashing?
No. There's no bashing because like I'm talking about the food, so
Hmm.
there is little possibility to get angry about. The first recipe that I made in India's vegan series, it's a barota and uh, mushroom pepper fry. So what's the actual food is like? They make it with
Mhm.
beef. Pepper fry is very famous there. They have it with barota. So when I made a version in mushrooms, they
Right.
are like, "Why would you do that? Just eat beef, bro." Like, come on. This is like a vegan alternative. We are just using all the spices, the exact same spices. I just used exact same spices. I just used mushroom in place of beef.
Right.
It has a different flavor, yes, but the purpose is served. You eat the bread uh, with a pepper fry. That's it.
Yeah. And
They always have it with alcohol on the side.
Okay.
You just you take a drive in that part of the country. You'll see all the places serving beef with barota and toddy. Toddy is basically alcohol from coconut trees.
are there areas where less beef is consumed?
Yeah, north of India is
North of India. Okay.
yeah, they don't eat beef. They worship cows.
Yeah.
Uh, there are the people who worship cow here too, but
Yeah, I thought
they
it was
still
all
eat
of
it.
India, so it's a northern India thing.
Yeah. So India is like a union of states, just like how US is.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, take Europe for an example. There are multiple different countries, but we call them European, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. So India is like there are multiple different states instead of countries,
Yeah.
but it's a entire subcontinent in itself.
Yeah.
There are people who have this Shino Tibetan speaking language people who look like similar to Chinese or Southeast Asian people.
Hmm.
There are South of Indian people who are entirely different people who are like short and with flat nose like me.
Hmm.
And there are North Indian people who are like tall, white people who are wearing turbans. The usual Indian stereotype people are from north of India. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it. So you did
That's
grow up
why,
with beef. Like you grew up
yeah,
with
yeah.
like your recipes including beef mostly.
Yeah.
Okay.
My parents didn't cook me beef, but whenever we go out, we eat beef
Okay.
because like it's a large animal which can serve a lot of people.
Hmm.
Uh, the financial situation and the locality we grew in is depends like it influences the food we eat, right?
Hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah. So there is one big beef, like one big cow, and it serves an entire street.
Yeah.
Like that's how it works here.
Hmm.
So now the situation has changed. People are financially all right. Everyone is like getting comfortable, and they are starting to eat more vegetables, especially fruits. Fruits was a luxury here.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a harbor city that I live in. Madras. I think we all know Madras, Chennai. Chennai. I don't know Chennai. I think you all know Madras. Madras spice mix,
Oh,
all that stuff. It's very famous in Europe.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's a harbor city. So there are lots of seafood that's going in and out.
Mm.
It was hard to find fruits. Now fruits are making a comeback. Everyone
Oh,
is eating
that's
fruits.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like we have to see the positives. People are eating more fruits. Imagine incorporating fruits for snacks. Like
of course.
you eat fruits for at 4 a.m. and 4 p.m., 5 p.m. and you eat less quantity meat
Yeah.
for dinner.
Mhm.
That's how you cut down on it. Slow changes.
Okay. So with that, are you seeing more vegans popping up around you
Yeah,
than before?
sure. There's a lots of changes. When I went vegan, there was no there was no inspirations to look at in my city.
Right.
Now there are lots of people trying it out. There are lots of 35 plus people. Like there are lots of uncles and aunties going vegan. That's a positive.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, they are the people who will eat lots of ghee and butter in their food. They
Mm,
are the ones changing. So that's a
Mm.
positive. They will at least
definitely.
try to feed their children lots of vegan meal. That's where the change comes from. Yeah, not teenagers turning vegans because
Yeah.
they'll easily lose interest in it. They'll just
Right.
because it's hard in social situations to go vegan. Like you're
Yeah.
hanging out with your boys, you're watching a game,
Yeah.
you're watching a football game, and you all want to go out eat. It's hard
Mm,
to like tell them we'll go to a vegan restaurant. It's
Right.
hard to,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was gonna
We'll have
ask
to
you
go to a
that
non.
too. Yeah, like
Yeah,
how
it's
is
hard.
that side? Because here it's difficult. So I was wondering if culturally it was a
It's
little easier, but maybe not.
it's hard for boys everywhere to go out. Imagine being vegan in a 30 plus people group and asking them to like, boys, let's go have a
Right.
vegan meal, and they're like, bro, what the shut up, let's go eat meat. That's what they say.
No,
But
that happens, yeah.
yeah, but it's easy here because there will always be a vegetarian meal. You can just
Uh,
ask them to like swap oil for ghee, butter. You
Hmm.
can have Chinese food, which is vegan here. It's naturally vegan here.
Hmm.
Just there is cauliflower, which is replaced as meat, and there is soy chunks, which is I'm pretty sure you all know
Yeah.
what soy chunk is. Yeah, so
Uh-huh.
soy chunk is used. Cauliflower, potatoes.
that's good.
Um, yeah, mock meat is used. Basically, soy chunk mock meat is used,
Hmm.
which is homemade. Basically, they don't get it in store. It's not like Beyond Meat or uh, other stuff is not quite famous here.
Yeah.
So yeah, veg meal is
Which is
widespread. You can
good.
just
It's
ask.
healthier, I think, in that
Yeah, yeah,
way.
yeah. Yeah, it's healthy. That's what I thought when I saw commercials of Beyond Meat and what's that other one? Amazing
Impossible.
Burger. I
Impossible.
don't know. Yeah, Impossible. Yes. I was like,
Hmm.
we have this here. Why why are they
Yeah.
making all this different chemicals and all that stuff? I've never tasted it because I can't seem to find it here. But
Mm.
yeah,
It does taste very similar to meat,
okay,
especially if you haven't had beef in a long time.
yeah,
Like you're gonna be like, wow, that does taste like it. But I think the purpose of those is for people that still want
crave
to
it.
feel
Yeah,
like they're yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Which
People,
like
some people
I
have
think
cravings.
right, if it's people that have been vegan for a long time like us, like we
Hmm.
don't necessarily crave that
Yeah, it's
often.
natural for us.
Yeah, like I will look for like the meatballs that don't taste like meat. Those are the ones I like. So
Okay.
yeah.
So how has your experience been with your family? Because you said no one else in your family is vegan, right?
My mom is vegetarian right now.
Okay.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, yeah. She's not so fond of dairy either. Like only milk. Where there's no cheese or there's no habit of cheese in here.
Hmm. Is she
Whole of
vegetarian because
India, to
of
be honest.
you, or how did that happen?
No, it's not like that. But she's not very fond of meat either. Like she's
Oh,
okay with vegetarian food. Food is food for her. I'll just
yeah.
eat whatever I have. Yeah, that's that. My
Yeah.
dad is like very hard to compromise, and
Yeah.
we don't have to force them either. Like just eat whatever you want, bro. Like yeah, I'm not forcing you. It's like he grew up in a big family. Yeah, he has like 8 siblings, so
Okay.
food was scarce. So he had to work
Yeah.
from his childhood. He had his first job in when he was like 7 years old, I guess. Yeah. So
Wow.
hard
Yeah,
life.
that
He
makes
has very
sense. Yeah.
limited. Yeah, his palate is very limited. He eats only certain food
Yeah.
and in less quantity too.
Yeah.
So we can't like
Yeah, it's
shove it
hard for
in.
him to make those changes. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's just okay. So he eats vegetarian food too, but he wants his meat at least twice a week. So
Fine.
yeah,
2 out of 7 isn't that bad.
Yeah.
yeah. That's that's what I say. That's what I keep telling you.
But yeah, that's kind of how my father is too. Same thing. Grew
Mhm.
up in a big family, and he's
Yeah,
not really for making the change either. But
yeah.
he'll
Because
eat.
like food. Yeah, because for some people, food is like the only way they show love.
Mhm.
So
Hmm.
they just make food and just like, yeah, I've made food, just eat. That's the way of telling they love people. Yeah,
Yeah.
that.
I can relate to that.
Yeah,
Like I want everybody to eat my food. And because
yeah, we all want that.
I put so much into it when I cook.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can feel that too.
Right. Yeah. You got anything you want?
I don't know.
Anything else you
So
want to
what
talk
do you all
about?
think about?
Okay.
Yeah, what do you all think about uh, India when it comes to food?
I personally have only had it like twice in my life. So I'll
Okay.
tell you my experience. The first time I
Mhm.
had it, of course, it's in the US, so I'm sure it's
Yeah.
different from
Yeah.
real Indian food. Um, and I loved it. I remember thinking, wow, this is delicious. But I felt sick. So I never wanted to eat it
Mhm.
again because I have a sensitive stomach and it was just, I think, too many spices. Like it was so
Yeah.
much for my stomach. So I didn't eat it for years. And then
Mhm.
finally I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try food, Indian food.
Mhm.
And then I tried it again. And again, it was delicious because I did like it. It was very spicy and I didn't get sick, but I do feel like I eat it very rarely because it's so heavy for me. Because
Okay.
it's just such a mixture of spices, which is delicious.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
maybe just my stomach's not used to it. But yeah, I tried the lassi, the mango lassi, and then that crepe thing that I keep forgetting the
Yeah,
name of.
dosa. Yeah.
But I asked for like the most popular dishes.
Mhm.
And then I think I got like a plate with like a little bit of different things with like
All right.
curries, maybe. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Those are definitely the best ones with the plate that has the
Mhm.
rice, then like 3 or 4 different things to try.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Platter. Yeah.
And
Mhm.
then one time I just got it 9 out of 10 spice, just for fun.
Oh no.
That one, it was bad. It was
I asked
fun
for the
though.
Understandable.
least amount of spice and it was spicy, so I can't even imagine.
It's just fun. It was like my mom got a 0 out of 10, my dad got 2 out of 10, and I was like, we're going 9.
First of all, I don't think real Indian places ask you for a spicy level.
I think they do.
Really?
I don't think,
I
I've
did
never been
never
to India, but my real Indian place
feel
is
here.
asked.
No, I didn't get asked. It was just how it is.
Well,
Like Thai places will ask you here, but I don't know.
I don't
That's
know. I
interesting.
asked for a 9 and it was like flaming hot. So
Were you able to eat it?
yeah, I just had like 3 Cokes,
Oh my gosh.
chewing on ice.
Coke makes it worse.
It was freezing cold though. I ordered the
Oh,
Coke before the food,
yeah.
so it was
Yeah.
already there.
Yeah.
Mhm. That's wild.
So
That's like an
the one
adventure
that
in itself.
the one that I went to had free water bottles for everybody
Free
because it's so
water.
spicy.
Well, I didn't get free
Okay.
water.
Yeah.
Paid like
Yeah, I
$3.
You all
definitely
pay for
have.
water?
See?
He's
Sorry.
just flexing on us.
That's funny. Yes, we do.
Yeah, we get free water here.
Yes, you should.
Dang. It's not funny.
Also, unlimited food is a thing here. Like you can eat how much you want.
Mhm.
You just pay like
Like
$100,
same price.
which is like
Dang.
$1.5, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
Dang.
that's
They got all you can eat
different.
buffets everywhere over there.
Yeah, exactly. But you can't handle the spices, brother.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe he can. Apparently he can.
That's the next challenge. I'm
Yeah.
gonna start with the 5 over there, and then we'll see from there.
So difference between Southeast Asian food and South Asian food. Like Thai food, for example. Thai food uses lots of fresh ingredients. That's why once like the first 10 seconds of you eating it,
Mhm.
you feel lots of spices in it. It's
Mhm.
super hot and all that stuff. You can control the spices in like Thai food, but Indian food is made in bulk and you can't adjust the dry spices in it. So it's hard for the restaurant to control the spices in it.
Okay.
So you'll have to. That's why probably they don't ask you for the spice level. If you want a less spicy version, they'll add yogurt in it or curd in it
Yeah,
to like
something else.
reduce the spice level.
Mhm.
So Indian food in the West is hard to find vegan because yogurt is a go-to to like reduce the spice level.
Maybe that's why
For
they
Yes.
have the lassi too with the food to help with
exactly, yeah.
with the
It,
acidity and
yeah,
spiciness.
I've seen people eating spicy food and drinking milk.
Mhm.
Apparently, it like reduces the spice
Mhm.
level in it.
Mhm.
I've never tried it because
Yeah.
Hey man, I can tell you.
what's spicy? I don't know.
He's just laughing at us this
Yeah.
entire time.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
I could tell you though, the vegan milks, they do not work with that. It doesn't have the fat or whatever. Because one
I
time
was told that.
Yeah.
me and my friends bit into this chili, and it
Mhm.
kind of worked for them, but mine did
Yours,
not work.
no.
Almond milk did not work.
Coconut milk works.
Yeah. It's higher in fat.
Interesting.
From my part of India, we use coconut milk instead of cow's milk or buffalo milk
It's
or
so
curd.
good. It's so good in
Yeah,
cooking. Coconut
yeah.
milk is
We
the
in cooking.
best. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at
You
least
need to
8 out of 10 dishes. Yeah, sorry.
please make the mango lassi so I can make it.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll make a YouTube video for that then. I'll
Yes,
make
please.
different curd recipes with
Yes, I
different.
would love
Yeah.
that.
There
It's
you go.
delicious. Any other questions?
And I'm good.
Yeah.
Anything else
So,
you want
what do
to
you
talk
think is the difference between Mexican food and Indian food, according to you? Because you eat
Mexican
lots
food's
of
better.
stuff. Yeah.
Um,
No.
Indian food has more vegetables, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Like vegetables are the bulk of it in Indian
Mhm.
food. And
Yeah,
Mexican food, no, it's definitely the meat. We do use a lot of vegetables, but not
yeah. I
nearly
see
as much.
avocados being used lots over
Hmm.
in
A
Mexico,
lot of avocado,
and
yeah.
chickpeas. Yeah, lots of chickpeas,
Not
beans.
that much, but a little bit, yeah. Beans. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
think
So I feel like Indian food has more variety of beans, like
yeah.
lentils and stuff.
That's because like you travel 50 kilometers. I don't know what's 50 kilometers in miles.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
100 plus. Uh-huh.
Close enough.
no, not 100. It will like reduce
It's
in,
probably like
uh,
70.
yeah, 1.6 kilometers is 1 mile. So I don't know how to calculate it. Not
All
all
right.
Indians are good in math. So every 15 kilometers or 100 kilometers you travel, there is different cuisine. There are different food habits. There is different worship.
Right.
There is different colors. There is different clothing. So it's different culture altogether. It's like a different country. Like that's how it
Like
is. Like
yeah.
French people, yeah, they're like French people, Spanish, Portuguese,
Yeah.
Moroccan. Yeah, that's how it is here. So all you see, like there are different food that is famous in different cuisine,
Mm-hmm.
and the number one food from one cuisine is like traveling to different places of the world, and
Right.
that becomes famous. So like dosa, for example, from South India, dosa is famous, and butter chicken or like naan is
Oh,
famous from the north of
Right.
India and Pakistan, like southeast north of South Asia, sorry. So like that's what I mean. Like the famous food travels.
right. That makes sense.
There are multiple different foods that are in our culture that's not getting any like traction into it,
Mm-hmm.
which is easy to cook too. Like you just steam some vegetables, add some dried chilies or something like that, and that's a cuisine. Like that's a food.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's the whole purpose of this page too. Like the page that I started,
Mhm.
like exploring different food from all parts of the country and Asia in general.
Yeah.
It's fun for me. It's like I enjoy
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I'm happy to research about it. I like history, so
Yeah.
it's fun for me to explore food.
I actually started making recipes at one point and filming it many years
Mhm.
ago, probably like around
Mhm.
2018. And
Okay.
the thing that holds, I love creating the recipes. I love everything comes out
Mhm.
good, but the thing that I cannot do is the editing. And that's why I don't get stuff out. I have so many videos
Mhm.
that I've recorded, but I haven't edited, so I never posted them.
Yeah, it's
So
hard
that's
work.
the part of it that
Yeah.
I don't like. Like I'll make the recipes, I'll record it, I'll eat it, everything, but that like doing everything on your own is difficult. So good
Yeah,
job on
it's
that.
very
Yeah.
hard, and there are people who like complain for no reason at all because
Yep.
it comes from a place of self doubt because English is not my first language and
Right.
I have an accent. It's hard for me to like pull off some like letters. Um, my name, to be honest, my name is Rahul. It's how I pronounce it. That's how I pronounce it.
Mm-hmm.
But you travel like 100 kilometers from here, and they'll call me Rahul with
Oh. Mm-hmm.
H
With an
being
H.
deeper.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's like the common way of pronouncing my name. In my hometown, they'll call me Ragul, which is with a G in it instead of H. So, like, that's what I mean. There are different
Of
ways
course.
to even call a person's name.
Yeah.
It's hard, and for me to speak in English like a native, I'm not a native, so it's hard for me to pull it off. And there are people who like bully you for your accent.
Yeah.
Of
So
course,
it comes
sadly.
from a place of like it comes from a place of self doubt. So it's hard to put my face on the internet, and there are multiple people who comment on like, why is your nose like short? Why are you dark?
Yeah.
Like all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. I don't give a fuck, to be honest. I
There
don't
Yeah.
you
know if
go.
I can swear on the podcast, so
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
It's
But
okay.
yeah,
Very good.
so yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm just here to share the food.
Right.
All I want is like you cooking it. I'm seeing the pictures of you cooking it. That's it.
Hmm.
That's the whole purpose of this
That
page.
must be the best part, getting to see people
Yeah,
that make
yeah,
it.
yeah,
There's your spirit.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
fun.
So we're actually running out of time here. So I
All
want to
right.
thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us.
It's nice talking to you.
Thanks for having me.
Of
Thank
course.
you.
And as always, who's judging? Not me.
Not me.